This is Real Madrid, and they're arguably the best team in the world. In the past, they had players like Cristiano Ronaldo and R9 who made a name for himself at the club, and now in the present they have players like Kylian Mbappe and also Vinny, to name a few. So we're going to be experimenting by building a past and present Real Madrid team. And I get to choose exactly 4 players that I would like of my own choice, and the first one we're making is Cristiano Ronaldo. I genuinely don't see why not. He's arguably Real Madrid's best player in the past century, and on top of that, he's also one of the best players in the world, winning so many Ballon d'Ors at Real Madrid back to back to back. So I genuinely don't see why bringing back a young Cristiano Ronaldo, by the way, back into the Real Madrid team so we can compose the squad. So just like that, he's slotting in. By the way, this will be absolutely nothing easy. AI will decide some of our players and also spinning the wheel, which has some good players and some players that are absolutely horrific. So as I spun the wheel, we landed on an absolute legend in the Galácticos era, the Spanish centre-back. So to fill up that centre-back compartment, we have a Galácticos era player here. Antonio Rudiger from the present is a really good centre-back who could also have on the wheel, but a World Cup and Ballon d'Or winner Fabio Cannavaro could be competing with players like Sergio Ramos that we have to spin for, but the main prize has to be Fabio Cannavaro. We're going to be slotting Fernando Hierro back into the centre-back compartment here, and now I get to make another choice, which has to be Sergio Ramos. This is the player that everybody wants, so I don't see why not bringing him back. He's absolutely world class at the young age that he was, and he also played in the Galácticos era. And so for that, we're going to be slotting him in. Let me know in the comment section down below if you thought this was a good signing. But also another icon that we could sign is 88 rated. You already know who it is. And it genuinely has to be Marcelo, arguably the best left back for Real Madrid. But he's also competing with players like Roberto Carlos. But this is where AI is going to come in and save the day and make a selection of its own right here. You see, we're going to play the normal 1-2 game, meaning Cafu could be labeled as number 1 and the stuff one as number 2. I already numbered the players, so if AI chooses the number that I want, we get to keep that player. And so AI was ready to undertake our game. Mendy is a player from the present, so he'll be labeled as number 1, and Marcelo as the player that we want will be labeled as number 2. And you already know AI chose. It chose number 2, meaning we get to sign the greatest left back of Real Madrid, arguably Marcelo. I mean, to be fair guys, it probably would have been better to have Roberto Carlos in the team, but that's already too late. We're going to be slotting Marcelo into that left back position. Let's move on here, and as you can see, we're going to be signing Cafu. This is the second choice that I will be making of my own. Marcus Cafu, the 90 overall. He has played in the Galácticos era before, with Sergio Ramos as well, so that's a really good partnership. We're going to be slotting him right into the team. Up next, we need some English players, though it is rare to find some that play for Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham is an absolute world-class player for Real Madrid right now. He could become a possible icon if he doesn't end up leaving, but also someone that backstabbed Liverpool, which is Stephen McManaman. If you didn't know, he actually did play for Real Madrid during the Galácticos era. So it's time to spin the wheel and see who we land on to get that English player, and we got Jude Bellingham. So just like that, he is slotting straight in to that cam position. And up next, we spun for Gareth Bale. Yeah, if you didn't know, Wales is actually in England, and now I'm becoming a geographer. Just like that, it's time to spin the wheel for the next English player that we're going to be getting, and it's arguably one of the best. Someone that's played with the Ballon d'Or winning Karim Benzema, and also the greatest Real Madrid player, Cristiano Ronaldo. One of the greatest heroes to ever play in La Liga. It has to be the main man, Big Black... Okay, my bad. I meant BBC. And Gareth Bale was one of Carlo Ancelotti's ever best polished left wingers, so we're going to be signing him. And on top of that, Jude Bellingham is playing in the cam spot, which is something that we exactly need for him to link up with. And the next spin of the wheel requires something really big and something Real Madrid is known for, which is a lot of Ballon d'Or players that we can absolutely name a few. Now in the present, we do have some Ballon d'Or contenders like Kylian Mbappe at the team, and some Ballon d'Or winners who have absolutely made a name for themselves at the club. So as we spun the wheel, we landed on El Phenomenon, and it had to be the main man himself, R9, one of the greatest Brazilian players of all time. And after that, we had to spin the wheel again because we got 2 from this wheel, and we signed Benzema, the man who loves 15-year-olds. But look on the bright side, he is a Ballon d'Or winner though, so having 2 Ballon d'Or winners at the attack is something really good for us. Let me know in the comment section down below who's better between Cristiano Ronaldo and R9. So one thing I have figured out is that this team is really full of Galácticos players, and it's also full of a bunch of Ballon d'Or players that could win it in the future like Vinny and Mbappe. But forget about those 2 because they're not on the team. We're going to be slotting R9 into this, and the next signing is a bit controversial. It's actually not controversial at all. We're just going to be signing someone that loves 15-year-olds into the team. And also for that third signing that I would like to make for myself, I want to sign Vin into the team. We have Cafu, Marcelo, R9, why not another Brazilian? So for that, we're going to be slapping him into that right wing position. AI has made a choice for itself. It wants us to sign a Ballon d'Or winner against Zinedine Zidane. So I'm not gonna even argue with it. We're slapping him right into the team. Don't forget about Gareth Bale. And AI actually chose a lower rated player than Iker Casillas. And no, it's not Thibaut Courtois. It's literally the lowest rated goalkeeper. It's Lunin. But let me know in the comment section down below if this is a really good Real Madrid past and present team. We had to also sign another centre back, which was Militao, and on top of that, one of the greatest Galácticos centre backs for Portugal and also for Real Madrid, it's Pepe. So after that, we're gonna be slapping Real Madrid in the Champions League and try to see if they can win it. And on top of that, I'm slapping myself into an FC24 that has the hardest group stage. There are future icons at the team that we could have put in, like Kylian Mbappe or Vasquez, and obviously if Mbappe keeps it up, he might win the Ballon d'Or. But for our first game, we had to match up against Borussia Dortmund. And trust me, this was more of a difficult game for the whole team than it actually was for Sergio Ramos himself. You see, to start things off, this guy literally took someone right outside the box. He's aggressive after all. Yeah guys, in real life, Kaufman is probably over 40 years old and he literally lost the ball to Karim the Dreamer DME. And we all know this guy's pace is impeccable. And Borussia Dortmund took the lead in the Champions League. Someone that's an icon here. R9 was not gonna let anything slip out. The Brazilian international took the ball right after DME scored after 3 minutes and he smashed that one in the back of the net. We ended up having to share points against Borussia Dortmund, and for some reason Cristiano Ronaldo missed the Champions League, was not showing up, but Ramos had to sit down on the bench after his aggressive tackle, and again it was another draw against Newcastle, but right after that it was a 4-1 smash on Ronaldo. And I guess Mr. Champions League was back because later into the video he'd do some insane stuff like he did again, scoring a brace against AC Milan, and that means that Real Madrid got to top the group. And up next we're playing against a Napoli side that does not have Kivica Kvaratskhelia or even Victor Osimhen. Yeah, but don't worry, that was actually a 4-2 smashing on aggregate and a 1-0 draw in the second leg. But up next we're playing against PSG, a team from France. That was a 2-1 win against aggregate and a 1-0 win from Cristiano Ronaldo. And for some reason it seems like Arsenal are gonna go all the way and haunt us, but it was an El Clasico in the semi-finals. Cristiano Ronaldo needs to step up here, and that's exactly what he did, scoring an absolute hat-trick against Barcelona to knock them out. And up next we're playing against Arsenal. Like, I don't even need to explain why on earth this is funny. Okay, you know what, maybe might be able to replicate what Arsenal did in real life, but in this time it's gonna be in Real Madrid's favor. But it actually didn't seem like that at all. Arsenal also had icons of their own. Robert Pires, the French international, was also here, and his teammate Thierry Henry from the Invincibles team is also here alongside Pires. To start the game, Thierry Henry was having no mercy on our defense, and after getting 6 of the shots in midfield, we finally had our first chance to attack. Cristiano Ronaldo found the opening goal here for the past and present Real Madrid team. But our dreams came to an end as Mikel Merino did this. Yeah, Arsenal's Thierry Henry and Robert Pires team found a goal in the back of the net to bring them back into the game here. We couldn't even play the ball at the back. Arsenal really had the pressure on us. The Arsenal team were absolutely embarrassing us. They were literally putting crosses in our box and we couldn't even do the same. Players here in the past and present team like R9 and Cristiano Ronaldo, for some reason this game, were literally not stepping up. I literally have no idea what on earth is going on here with them. Arsenal's defense was literally on lockdown so much that Vinny was literally just running around with the ball and not even passing it. But finally we had a chance to shoot, and it was Luka Modric, but David Raya had to save that. I mean, we were picking up a bit of momentum here, but Arsenal were crushing our momentum and overall morale to get a goal. And we finally had a counter-attack, but I was too indecisive on whether to pass or to shoot. And literally we had another counter-attack with the same scenario, again with literally the same player, and I did not know whether to pause or to shoot for a tap-in. And Sergio Ramos, this guy literally took out another player. The way it began is the way it's gonna end. It was time for Thierry Henry to step up for the penalty. He put that on the back of the net, and that was clearly the winner for the game to seal it all. But let's just say a certain Ballon d'Or winner didn't think the same. And the whole bench was running to Zinedine Zidane to celebrate for the past and present team to be equalizing. And yeah guys, I don't know how on earth this penalty shootout literally went the horrible way. All the players started missing their goals and I don't know what happened. Arsenal's Patrick Vieira did also put the ball in the back of the net, but from there on we literally just could not score to save our lives. Here's the whole shootout. Yeah guys, it's pretty clear that here Real Madrid is obviously worse than Arsenal. They're literally just beaten again, even in FIFA. You guys want some more past and present teams? Leave me in the comment section down below. But while you're at it, you should probably watch me play the Career of Kevin De Bruyne. Click here to watch that.